Can you guys hear me? Is the sound okay? Too loud? Cool. Yeah, pretty awesome kit here. Let's see what we can do with it. There might be like a 10-second delay or something, I don't know. Alright. By the way, I can only hear my voice, so if you have questions, yeah. Yeah, that's the Gothic kit, right? Exactly. I chose this one because I have an idea in mind. We'll see if it works. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think that the amount of polys is just right. It's not too high, not too low, so pretty sure we can do some pretty detailed stuff with that. Yep. And also, if I'm not mistaken, they are all UV. Yep. And I've actually already set up a few textures that we're gonna use. We'll see. Okay. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I'm using the new Maya, and it's like one of the first times I use it, and I don't have all my hotkeys, so it might look a bit tedious, needlessly tedious, but I'll do my best. Yeah, so I've already set up a camera. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is actually set up some lighting. So I'm gonna create like a redshift dome light. Let's see how that works. Just gonna choose a sky dome. Let's see what we have. Yeah, the music is from Planet Earth. It's by Hans Zimmer. I think it's a documentary, if I'm not mistaken. Gonna choose this, I think. Yeah, this one will look good. This one GB. Might take a few seconds to cache. All right, cool. Already looks pretty good, actually. Awesome. Yeah, so one thing I did just before the stream is create a texture here. Was a 3D scan from textures.com. If you want to have it, I'm just going to show it very quickly because it's really awesome. Yeah, it's this one over here, I think. There you go. I'm also just quickly gonna activate maybe the displacement map here. Let me see. There we go. Cool. Nice. Plenty of details for free. Cool. Next, yeah, I'm gonna create some water, I think. So it just was a plane. There we go. And same, I've already created the shader actually. I think it's this one. Cool. Yeah, we can't move this away, obviously. Let's see what we have here. Awesome. Yeah, it's a really cool amount of detail. And I'm pretty sure that even if you wanted to have more detail, you could easily bevel all these edges. But that's like more than enough, I think, for what we're gonna do. Do I really sound like Monsieur? I didn't know that. Cool. Yeah. Let me see what I can do. Won't people recognize the kit? Well, I guess yes, but it depends, you know. I don't know. It depends how you use it and how much you paint over it, I guess. I mean, if you really wanted to design, like, I don't know, some architecture, you could use this as a base and paint over, I guess, yeah. I don't know, it depends how you use it. I guess, yeah, if a lot of people use it, at some point people will start to recognize it. Yeah. Okay, cool. And what I would like actually to do anyway is to cover all that, maybe, I don't know, with all kinds of flags or maybe vegetation, I don't know. We'll see. Right now, I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm just playing with all that. Okay. What could we do next? Maybe see how it looks so far. Maybe try to put some fog into there. Yeah, it might slow down a little bit while it's rendering. Okay, I'm gonna UV this water very quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the fog. Let's do that, yeah. So for the fog, you basically have to create volume scattering here, the atmosphere slot. And I've been using Redshift for like a little less than a year now. So yeah, here the fog. Then you just enable it, then you choose the color. And yeah, how you choose the color is up to you. In this case, I chose something close to the color of the sky, I guess. You just need to try and see what works best. Then you just need to play the scattering and attenuation settings. I don't have like a straight up easy way to do it. I just experiment with it, I guess. But I'm quite used to do it from in this case. So it's usually pretty small values, depending on what you want. Let's see how that works. Yeah, and also you need to where is it? Play with a setting called the contribution scale of your light source. So in this case, it's my dome light. I don't know how much I should put. Let's see. I'm gonna launch a render and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so that's way too much, obviously. So you can either lower the contribution scale or lower the scattering, depends. I don't know, I'm just going to experiment a little bit, see what works best. Yeah, something like that is pretty good. Or almost good. Nope. Okay, so yeah, that's how the fog works. Nothing complicated. Yeah, apparently the sound is weird. I'm really sorry about that. Not sure what I can do about it. Yeah, so that actually looks pretty good already. Awesome. Yeah, I'm also gonna activate the displacement here. Yep. This should look pretty cool too. There you go. Yeah, so if I wanted, I could also affect the environment, but I don't think it's going to look great in this case. We'll see. Yeah, it's not working great in this case. So I usually leave that on 0. Okay, so let's see what else we can do. I think I'm going to use some of those pieces here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, once again, I'm sorry, I don't have all my usual shortcuts, so it's a little tedious. Goddamn Maya. Guess we could do something like that. Yeah, so question, did I have an ID for this sub before? Yes, I kind of had an ID. I mean, sort of. I just had one reference in mind. Let me try to find it if I can. Okay. I just had this shot from I think, yeah, Benjamin Button. I mean, what I'm doing right now doesn't look exactly like that, but that was just my idea for the kind of mood. I don't know, some kind of dark, moody, old city. I don't know. But yeah, when it comes to the composition, in this case, I just started to bash things like before the stream, and I'm just replaying around as I go right now. I don't have like a super precise idea what I'm doing, so we'll see. But I usually tend to gather a few references from the lighting, for example. Yeah, same for this one. This one is from maybe also Benjamin Button or Hugo. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, I'm pretty much finding, let's say, half of the shot while I'm playing with it. What can we do next? Good question. Maybe we could put some stairs over there. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so they changed all the tools. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I'm not used to this version of Maya, but I guess it's somewhere here. Yeah, insert edge tool. Cool. No. Ah, fuck. Okay, whatever. Yeah, sorry about the sound, guys. I don't know why it sounds like that. do the models have UVs? Yes, they have. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Yes, they have. But I think I just messed with this one. I don't know yet. But yeah, they have UVs. So it's very easy to use. And I also think that some of the kits actually come with some textures. I could be wrong, I'm not sure, but I think so. But in this case, what I did is just I just created basically two brick textures. Let me see. Yeah, okay, I actually changed, I think, this model. Yeah, I had some bevels. That's why it's sort of messed up. But otherwise, yeah, they're all very cleanly UV'd. So it's pretty cool. I'm thinking, okay, this. And actually maybe this here. Okay, so the question, even though this thing looks gorgeous, doesn't kind of take away from the final product that you don't model all of this yourself. Well, I guess it depends what you want to do. I mean, if you wanted to design really architecture, then yeah, I mean, you would need anyway to model all of that yourself, probably. But I mean, no. I mean, in my case, it doesn't bother me, I guess. I gotta say, I'm not. I don't have any pride in doing everything, let's say, by hand or by myself. I don't know. At least in this case, I just wanna make something that looks cool. And I mean, I don't know. No, it doesn't bother me really. Because I mean, I've done tons of pieces where I modeled everything, and it can take a while. So at least once in a while, if I can use those kinds of resources, I say yes. Because I've spent months modeling stuff sometimes for matte paintings I do. I mean, let's say, for example, if you have a matte painting to do for a client, I don't know, commercial or something, and like in the background you need some huge cityscape. Yeah, you could model, I guess, all the buildings yourself, but it's gonna take a week, right? And nobody cares. Maybe for personal work, yeah, you could want to do everything by yourself, but in some cases, for client work, you don't have time to model everything. And also, as a matte painter, I used to rely a lot on photos before, but as time goes by, I find that CG really offers a lot of control if you can make it look real. So yeah, I'm definitely for it, definitely. Yeah. So what I wanted to do now is maybe add some trees. I don't know. We'll see what I have. So I'm gonna import some proxies I have. So those are trees I have already converted for Redshift. Just need to think about which one would work for this particular case. Probably this one. So I already have all my proxies ready. Here it is. Too big probably. Let's see how it looks. If I show the preview mesh, I hope it doesn't crash. Okay, I'm gonna save first. It might take a while, but I'm gonna save first because usually when I click on preview mesh, it tends to crash. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna save quickly. yeah, my computer is not the best, so things like saving pretty heavy scenes, even okay scenes take a while sometimes, but yeah, I really need to upgrade all this shit. Yeah, I agree with you, Max. I mean, you can browse for photos or for 3D, it's the same, right? Okay, cool. Let's see how this looks. Please don't crash. Cool. I'm gonna lower the poly count of the preview like this. Okay, that's obviously too big. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, why not? It could work. It depends. Maybe not those exact trees. I don't know. Why not? And maybe we could turn on the lights. I don't know. Let's see. No, probably not for this time of the day. Okay, so I get my trees from Speed Tree. They have a store on which they sell basically every tree you can think of. So yeah, you can either model your trees yourself, but I don't think you need to. The Speed Tree store has a lot of things. So I get my trees from there, and then I just export them into FBX from Maya, then convert them for Redshift. It's pretty tedious. It can take a while, but once you've done it, it's pretty cool. Yeah, let's see if we can actually grab a close up or something. Yeah, so you can go onto the Speed Tree store. I'm gonna see if I can put the link somewhere. Yep, here we go. There you go. This angle could work too, I guess. Cool. I'm thinking about what I could do next. Maybe we can try, I don't know, some other lighting situations. Maybe the night, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly see if I have another tree that could work too. So I'm gonna import another proxy. Guess maybe this one. Okay, it's way too big too. What kit do you hope they come out with? Good question. Let me think for a second. Damn, I don't know. Maybe something Egyptian? I don't know. Just random thought. Yeah. Yeah, maybe some other classic architecture. Or Egyptian, I don't know. Pyramid, something like that. Or maybe something, I don't know, completely sci-fi, maybe. Why not? Or maybe a series of like real buildings. That would be cool because it happens quite a lot that, at least in my case, in my paintings, the client wants this exact city or this exact building. And once again, you can either search for hours for photos, but if you can have a 3D model, that would be killer too. Even though I guess there already has a lot of models like that on the internet, but they're often either crappy, either without UVs, or either super expensive, or sometimes all of you, what I just said. I mean, even not too long ago, I needed like a very special kind of a city, like a German city, and I bought it online for like I think 100 euros, and I just couldn't use it at all because it was impossible to UV. The GPU was absolutely horrific, so I couldn't do anything with it. So yeah. still same regarding the fact that, yeah, you don't exactly create architecture, but sometimes you don't need to actually design it. I mean, as I said, if you work for the client and you want this kind of city in the background for your matte painting, I don't see what the problem is buying those kinds of KitBash to do it.
Okay, so what can I render for myself?
When I'm ready to start painting, it depends. When I do personal work, I don't usually render passes. I would maybe just render layers, like, for example, just the sky, then those background buildings, just so I have the different layers, and I can paint maybe additional fog, smoke, or elements in between them. When I do personal stuff, I very rarely do passes. I would definitely render them if I do some professional work like matte painting. But for this kind of stuff, I don't think I would really benefit from rendering passes. I mean, I don't think so. I might, but I don't think it's really that useful.
Okay, so something is blocking the light a little bit there. I think this tree is maybe too much. Maybe we can put it there actually. Yeah,
So what I would do is simply, I think, render the background and the foreground. And then I would just, I think I would even render the actual sky, which is basically just a sky dome. But I think it's high res enough to render at a pretty decent resolution, so I would render that. And then I would probably matte paint another sky on top of it. Let me see what I have actually. Because we need some sun, some like maybe cloud breaks, some dramatic lighting coming out of there. And I have tons of sky photos. So yeah, at this stage I would probably stop looking for photos for the sky like I'm doing now. Just to see if I'll be able to do exactly what I want is what I have on my computer. But I'm pretty sure I will find exactly what I want here. Yeah, something like that, you know. And then I could just blend that with the actual sky that is there right now. Just so I have the slide coming out. Yeah, I'm sure a few of those would work. Otherwise, I have tons of others. Those from Ben Morrow are also pretty cool. That's a pretty epic sunset. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking about what I would do now. Maybe we can try to add some vines. I don't know how that will look, but we can try. So I'm gonna try using Maya Paint Effects, which
is in the rendering menu, if I'm not mistaken. If they haven't moved it.
No.
Yes. Crap, I don't see it. Or it's an animation. Well, I actually don't know. Crap.
It's there, okay.
Yeah, the menu
has changed.
How do I... Where is the Get Brush menu? Is it that? No. No.
Sorry, everything has changed, so... Okay, I don't know where to get my usual Ivy brush in this version of Maya.
What the hell? No.
Okay, make paintable, paintific tool.
Get brush. Yeah, but
Where do I get my brush now?
That's the question. Crap.
Fine.
Yeah, but it's not that. Yeah,
I don't want to bash Maya, but I honestly prefer Maya 2014. Whatever.
I guess we can try with this, maybe. No, it doesn't work like that.
Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna waste time on that. I guess I could also take it to Maya 2014, but yeah. Yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna
Pass that for now. I just want to try maybe another lighting situation, just to see how it looks. So I'm just going to change the HDRI, probably the fog color too.
Yeah,
Let's try sunset.
It's gonna take
maybe a few seconds to
load.
Yeah, it's sort of a painting toolkit in Maya. It's called Maya Paint Effect. It's a pretty old tool inside Maya, but it works pretty well to paint vegetation, stuff like that. But as I said, I've never really used Maya 2017, and I can't quite find my usual settings in this version. So yeah. Phew.
That is
Pretty cool too.
Yeah,
I guess I'm going to render pretty soon. So we'll be able to wrap up. And then I think what I will do is spend maybe then after that an hour in Photoshop just painting over. Because
I think it's
gonna take too long to render
a decent quality piece. But
yeah,
just to
show you that
you
can easily change the lighting. Redshift is super fast. I mean, I know it looks kind of slow on my system, but that's just because I have only one card. But if you have, I don't know, like 2 Titanites or 2 1080, then Redshift is really insanely fast, even with pretty large textures like I'm using here. Because I think the brick texture is like an 8K map, something like that. And it's still pretty fast. I mean, if you have a good system, you can model and texture really while you're using the IPR render. So yeah,
gonna try
one last map.
But I'm
Actually gonna take that one again and just make it a little darker. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much done for the 3D part. I'm gonna launch a few renders. So if you have any other questions regarding Redshift or whatever, don't hesitate to ask it. Gonna play maybe 5 more minutes with that, then I will try to render it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna also add a boat that I have. Let's see if I can quickly integrate that into the image. And then we'll paint some, I don't know, probably a lot of characters. That will be cool. My most favorite movie soundtrack? Wow, that's a good question. There's so many. I don't think I could say one, but I would definitely have to mention Blade Runner. I mean, Blade Runner is probably my favorite movie. Or Aliens, or just classic like Star Wars, too. Okay, I'm going to quickly create a shader for this boat. which shader. So yeah, let's do this. So I'm going to create a new redshift material. Color space, no, for this demo I'm just using sRGB, but otherwise I would use, yeah, ACES. But yeah, here it's just linear.
Yep.
I mean, as I said, this is like the first time or second time I use Maya 2017. Yeah, and Tron is pretty good too, right? So I downloaded this texture, wood texture from texture.com again. It's pretty cool.
And I think
There's a roughness map, was it?
Yep.
So there's also a height map, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm just going to plug in the normal map.
So
redshift normal map.
There we go.
So I don't think this boat is UV'd.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you can call that UVs, but
yeah, let's see how it looks.
Yeah, I agree concerning the Blade Runner track. It's so 80s. But that's why I like it. Yeah, I think the boat looks pretty good. Okay guys, so just one question. Which lighting situation do you prefer? Like the very first one, the sunset, the dusk pink, or this one a lot darker? But I don't know which one I should render. If I could re-explain the fog, sure. As I said, there's like, I think, a 10 seconds delay between what I'm doing and what you are actually seeing. So I hope that's not too much of a problem. But I think right now you should see the render. Yeah, I actually realized it's a lot darker in the stream that is It is on my screen. That's kind of weird, but yeah. But let's talk about the fog, yeah. So, it's in the render settings. In the atmosphere slot, you need to add a redshift volume scattering node, material shader, whatever shader, I guess. Then you basically just need to set the scattering, attenuation, and the color mostly. Those are the most the main settings I usually play with. Also the emission a little bit. I usually let the environment slot on 0, so it doesn't affect my sky, basically. And once you set up your volume scattering, you need to go into your light sources. So in this case, for example, my dome light. And you need to play with the contribution to scale settings. If I put it to 0, you will see that a lot of the fog will disappear. Yeah, right now there's only like those practical lights here emitting the fog. But I'm gonna put back dome light fog. So yes, that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy, and as I said, I usually just experiment with the fog. I don't have like a straight way of doing it every time. It's just I always experiment until it works. But it's overall very, very fast and very easy, I think. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna keep this lighting. I'm gonna turn off the lights, I think. For now, and just try one more map, or go back maybe to the sunset, yeah. This one is a bit too dark, I don't really like it. Let's see what we have. Which one? Yeah, I have other sunset that could work. Maybe this one, I don't know. Yeah, sorry, it's always taking like, I don't know, almost a minute to load a new HDRI, a really new computer. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna render one with this lighting, and then I'm gonna render another. I just want to see if this one can work too. Just need to find the right amount of fog. It's not too much.
We're
Pretty close, I think. I think this could work, yeah.
Oh
Yeah, we could also add a depth of field, maybe.
That would look
Good. Okay. Alright. This looks okay, I think.
Just
Gonna change render settings quickly, then we'll do a quick render. Then I'll change the lighting into a second render, and then I think we'll be able to wrap it up. So let's see the render settings. I'm just going to override everything. I'm not going to go too crazy either. Something like maybe, I don't know,
128 should be enough, more than enough
for this. Okay. Yeah, sorry about the sound, guys.
Once again.
So let's render this. Would I dare to try 4K? I hope it's not going to slow down the stream, but we'll see. Okay, let's try 4K. There we go. And I'm going to let this render for about, I don't know, a few minutes. It should be more than enough, I think. And I totally forgot to render it without the sky, sorry. So I'm just going to go into dome light settings and turn off the background. There we go. Yeah, I know what you mean, but the Twitch page is actually it's muted. Actually, I've tried everything. I don't know why there's that echo. Yeah, I know what you mean. I thought that was a problem, but I've muted the session. But the thing is that I need to let Twitch open, otherwise I can't see the chat. But the sound is definitely muted. Really? It's gone? Awesome. Yeah, I think this is good enough, but I just realized those pieces are a little bit too big, but whatever. I'm just gonna save this.
As render
One, and
I'm gonna do
quickly a second one was another lighting. Um,
I'm gonna put back this one, I think. Oops.
About the process, in this case, no, there's no sketch. There's no nothing. It's just, I guess I'm just used to it. Uh, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I'm just playing with the kit here and improvising stuff. Uh, Obviously, if you were to work for a client, you wouldn't probably exactly do it like that. You would, yeah, you would definitely sketch a few compositions. But when it comes to values, lighting, and stuff like that, I guess I'm just used to it now. That's all. Because I've done it like in 2D for a while before jumping into this kind of 90% 3D workflow. Even though there will be a lot of urban painting here actually. But yeah, I've just done it a lot of times to sort of know how lighting works. There's a little bit too much fog right now, but it's okay. It doesn't matter because I will change the sky and everything in Photoshop. So yeah, I think I'm gonna render this one, and then yeah, just gonna get rid of the sky for the render. Go back to the 4K
Resolution. And there we go.
Yeah, I could definitely still improve actually composition. I don't like those two towers that are exactly the same height position, so I might change that actually. It's neither on the elemental or it's redshift.
Oops, wrong camera.
So yeah, I'm just gonna change this. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna finish those renders and paint over all that. Then I will post the finished stuff as soon as possible online. But if you guys don't have any more questions, I think we can wrap it up here, right? You're very welcome. So no more questions. I can close the stream. It's now or never. Alright guys, so I'm gonna stop here. Don't close. Okay, I'm not closing. What's happening? Go to Photoshop. You want me to go to Photoshop? I guess I can try. Let me see. I'm gonna let this render. Because I can't stay for too long because it's not my stream, it's Run Squared. It was supposed to be an hour. Well, the render is still pretty low quality, so I think I will have to re-render that after. How many passes do I render? In this case, just the beauty pass. I mean, this is not like any professional work or whatever. I'm just messing around. So, but if I'm doing, as I said earlier, let's say matte painting for the client, then I would usually render all the usual passes. But otherwise, I never render passes for personal stuff. I would just render different grounds, like those background buildings. I should have done that actually. Too late. Then the sky, you know, just so I can easily add stuff in between. But yeah, and actually I forgot to render the sky. Crap.
Let me see.
Because I usually like to render the background, so the sky dome. So at least I have a basis on which I can matte paint the sky.
Yeah, this is
far from
being finished, I think.
Oh, actually, I have a sky here. It might be the same, it's just very low resolution, but it might work. Yeah, it doesn't look very good, but it's just gonna be an underlayer, so it doesn't matter that much. pick the sky photo before lighting in 3D. Well, not exactly, but I knew I had those kinds of photos on my computer, so I sort of knew I was going to be able to make that work. So yeah. Yeah, but I'm just realizing that the fog
Wasn't
probably set up for this kind of lighting.
So we'll see what we can do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to change the settings here very quickly.
What is it you're saying? Press your pen on a tablet.
Use Alt, right click.
What does that do?
So what? Alt, right click.
Alright, yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, just for the side of the brush, yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I like doing 3D, but man, I'm like forgetting almost everything about Photoshop. I don't think this will work, but
I'm just trying stuff.
we'll see.
That's a little bit
Too much, I
think.
How big is my photo
3D
library? It's pretty huge. I really have a ton of stuff, really.
I can
Show you pretty quickly. So yeah, this is like my resources folder, and I have all kind of stuff. I have tons of stock 3D assets that I collected through years. I have lens flares, tons and tons of photos here, thousands really. Yeah, I think I have pretty much everything I need. I mean, sometimes I find myself going on a Shutterstock or something like that if really the clients want something very specific for a matte painting and that I can't quite find a photo. But otherwise, I have pretty much everything I need here.
Yeah.
And I also started to use Megascans. So I have a lot of those textures here that come with normal maps. That's actually the texture I'm using for the ground here right now. Yeah, you're gonna see it soon on the stream because there's like a 10-second delay. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it down because I'm way past my time. It's almost 2 hours. It was supposed to last only an hour. And the thing is that I need to re-render this because it's too low quality, I think. But anyway, does anybody have any other questions? Because I think it's really time to wrap this up. So yeah, so this texture right here is the one on the ground. I'm just going to let this render for a few more minutes. Okay guys, so I'm gonna close the stream right now. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have other questions, don't hesitate to let me know on Facebook or whatever. I always try to answer as much as possible. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will try to post those two pieces online as soon as possible. They still need a little bit of work, adding some characters maybe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks to you. Alright guys, bye bye.